Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Wednesday, the 10th of December. This is our midweek update. We just have the Fed meeting here, and the market has said, yeah, we're good with that. Start off with Bitcoin here. Bitcoin here, 95 area needs to break. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's go over to the SPY. The SPY is less than a buck away or so from the all-time high. We got a 0.25 rate cut. We're going to get some quantitative easing into short-term fund bonds. We are not, we're the dot plot said one Fed cut next year and then one in 2027. But really, we all know that after the next three meetings, this is no longer Powell's Fed, and the new Fed chairman will push their agenda. So I think the market's taking that with a grain of salt. There was dissenters. Two said no fake rate cut. One wanted 0.50. That was Mirren. That was obviously that was going to be his take on it. Overall, the market reacted well. We're here at the highs and just off the all-time high. The Dow also just off of it. The IWM, if you're looking for some good news there, screamed right through it, looking good. The Qs lagging it a little bit, but at this little gap area and looking also much better. Today was a day about names. Hood again pushing up here, looking good. Still in those January calls on this one. We'll see if this one can get going. With Bitcoin pushing up, Coin trying to push, it needs to clear that 200-day. Google having a beautiful day here. I didn't trade this one today, but pushing back to the highs. Tesla took off. Nice move back up there. Watching that 460 area is your next level there. Amazon with that initiation today broke this down channel with power and volume and is trying to push out of it. We'll see if that one can wake up. For those of you guys that know, I was in this little PLAB. I sold it all today between 36 and 38.10. And nice little move there. Took my profits, and we'll see what it wants to do if it comes back down. Microsoft got hammered all day today, gap down and dump. Netflix getting destroyed yet again, new big time low here. Palantir pushed up today, nice gap and hold. What am I missing? The banks today. What a move on the banks, not far from all-time high. Goldman Sachs, all-time highs. Morgan Stanley, all-time highs. Citigroup, for all intended purposes, all-time highs. Bank of America, 5508, we'll put it there. And then there's JP Morgan, taking a lot of yesterday's weakness back. SoFi had a fairly nice day as well. Help me out, guys. What am I forgetting here? Am I forgetting anything today? It's kind of the day it's been. It's been a day of names, and being Meta came down and filled that gap, and held the 21-day. We'll see if that can rebuild off of there. Bottom line here is, I would expect this market to start to break out to the upside now. Coming out of a base here, if we can push up, take out the 689.70 and start to grind higher into the end of the year. It's hard to be bearish on a market that has been this strong since April. And again, just keep in mind what we've come from, right? Here's your April lows. This was our correction, right? We had a correction and if, came back down a bit, pushed up, little pullback, pullback, two quick pullbacks. And now here we are, and we're a stone's throw from all-time high. So with that said, I wish you guys all a wonderful evening. I'll put a link in the description below if you'd like to join us in our live trading room. And everybody have a wonderful, wonderful evening.